Scene 6.
Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow.
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
He sucks balls anyway.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey, and if he happens, that's chest friend.
Bro, he's only got 277 followers.
Listen, I'm not muting none of this out. You messed up my intro. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's the OG Boricua Dandara. I'm here with Evil Once, Evil Orbit. He'll introduce himself in a minute. I'm also here with the guy who was missing in action. No one knows what happened to him. Supposedly, he was stuck at work. Crooked Smile, welcome back to the podcast. I'm going to have you go first because nobody has seen you in like a month.
Yeah, no, it's been real crazy. As you guys know, I got a new job and everything else like that. Being a manager, unfortunately, it takes time away from a lot of things. And, you know, that's what's been going on. Anytime we've been filming or recording, I've been at work. So there's been no way of getting on here. But I do have some good news for everybody. Bookings are coming in. I do have shows for Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling coming up. I have Real Pro Wrestling coming up. I have 2.0 coming up. And I also have Knockout Wrestling that I'm talking to. So these dates are starting to fill up. I'm not going to say.
Hold on. Now, I let you go and I let you push all the shows, right?
Yeah.
Now, I thought you were going to say something more interesting about what you just ordered.
Oh, that I ordered.
Oh, now we forgot. Oh.
No, I didn't forget. So on the New Year's episode, we finally got an exact date what we're going to do. We're going to do a New Year's episode. That's when I myself is going to do the 5-nut challenge, or it's 4-nut challenge. I think it's 5. I already bought them. They are being shipped here. It takes like a few weeks for them to be shipped. So it will be happening on the New Year's Day podcast. And also, before Chef cut me off, no, I am not at this time of date. So magical things happen. I am doing it booking by booking. I need to have more time training.
Wow. Evil Once, I don't know if you're still awake after like the 3 minutes of intro.
Yeah. When the intro here. But I'll be at AEW Dark next week. I don't know about him, but I will. Anyways, I am your Midnight Desire, your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin Jorge, and as always, I'm here with my tag team partner, the Afternoon Snack Orbit or Evil Orbit. He is here. We're here with Upside Down Smiles and the chef, the of the street.
The Boricua Dandara is in the motherfucking building.
I can never find them on Instagram because he got too many Dons and Dadas out there, so I don't know.
You gotta find them on suggested friends. That's how I did it.
Listen, you got like 7 Dadas after that.
Listen, I was gonna go different and put Don Patron, you know, the boss of bosses. No, I didn't say El Patron. I said Don Patron, the boss of bosses.
I heard.
But then when I heard Patron, you know, I was like, oh, that sounds fire. And then I was like, I don't know, El Patron is he's a wild one.
He's got a wild one.
Yeah. You got to be careful with who you let in your car because he's a bugged out soldier.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should start with some AEW. I know that he's technically on my right is crooked. Is a big Moxley fan. I think Moxley is a bum. Yeah, I'm just super tired of him. I hope they pull the trigger with Kenny Omega. That's coming up in a few days. Today is Monday. This should be out sometime tonight, if not Tuesday morning. Kenny Omega, John Moxley, who you got, why you got him, and I'll let Evil Once finish with this.
So I'm actually going to steer away. I'm actually going to go with Kenny Omega.
Whoa!
Whoa! Moxley's had his reign. I am a Moxley guy, but Omega definitely deserves to finally have that push. As you can see, like he did in New Japan. I know somebody who used to be on the podcast. There's a huge thing of New Japan. He can probably tell you the whole rundown of it. But Kenny had a great run in New Japan with his belt, and he's a great heel. They're starting to transition him back into the heel / face. I don't know what they want to make him just yet, but I think it's going to lead into a little bit of a series between Moxley and Kenny coming here shortly. But I think Omega will grab the belt for now, and I'll give him a couple matches down the road between the two. But I don't think the titles will switch hands after Kenny wins it, but they're definitely going to have a couple matches back and forth.
Before Evil Once goes in and blesses what he's going to say, my issue, and I like Kenny Omega, I do, but I think that at this point, I don't feel Kenny Omega has done anything in a singles run where you put the belt on him. This was my problem with the booking was, it's not that I just think that John Moxley's a bum. Like, obviously I don't like his promos. Can he wrestle? Obviously. No one can take that away from him. I think they booked him horribly, and I don't think that they made his reign, they didn't line it up right. And I feel like as a number one contender, they have not done that with Omega as well. Like, the record thing we know is trash. The record thing makes no sense. Nobody cares. But what if you're only watching AEW? Say you're someone like me who's not really a fan of New Japan, and I'm like, damn, where did this guy Kenny Omega come from? Because all I seen him was with Hangman Page going against the Inner Circle or tag team stuff. Why all of a sudden is he skyrocketed to the front? Mm-hmm. So I think that's my beef with the whole situation.
I'm going for Omega to win, finally get the belt. I love both guys. Hopefully, we'll see a new faction coming out. With him and Adam Page, some kind of rules or something. Or, but it's definitely time for Omega to get the belt, man. Especially now that we know that Moxley's wife is pregnant. He's going to have to be more careful with who he's hanging around with because of COVID. So he can't be taking that back home, especially when she's pregnant. So that's going to be a big deal now. Now that we're about to hit COVID 38, which is, because now it's coming back hard, bro. But, hopefully they pull the trigger and they give the belt to Omega, and we'll see some kind of swerve, or even, the FTR comes in with Adam Page and the other dude. What's the guy's name with the glove now with Tony Blanchard?
Sean Spears.
Yeah, Sean Spears. And they can pull the trigger on whatever they're trying to do for a while now, and destroy both of them, but just give the belt to Omega, man, because, we're getting something for free. This is a pay-per-view match for free on TV, and the reason why they're doing this is because, COVID-19, there's so much pay-per-views that they could do all at once, so they want to give it to the fans for free. So something has to happen. I mean, they have to put some kind of match. They have to pull the trigger. Give us something different for a change. Don't get a disqualification. No stupid shit like that. Have a real good match. And like Jeff said, a lot of people don't know Omega from Japan. This is where his whole stitch come from. Everybody knows him from that. Now, like you said, he's been in a tag team since he got here. And all of a sudden, like Jeff said, he got pushed to the top in a 3-week tournament, and he just won like that, so kind of suspect. But it's been a year since the last time Moxley and Omega had a match, so they'll be holding it pretty good. So, and usually, like Puka knows that this is how Japan does it. They keep them apart for a while, and then they just kind of throw them back, and then you see, okay, I see it now, but it should be fun, man. I'm looking forward to Wednesday night.
Yeah,
I definitely see what happens.
I definitely agree. Like they're gonna put on a showstopper like this. It's definitely gonna be match of the year contender and everything else like that. But fans look of it. Guess what? You already know they're gonna if Omega wins it, you got those marks who are gonna be like, oh no, they're putting the titles back on the Elite again. It has nothing to do with that now at this rate. And like you were saying with the Hangman Page thing, they've actually been teasing Hangman Page to be joining the Dark Order on BTE. And
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Hangman Page could definitely be a factor with the Dark Order if it ever comes out.
Dark Order has zero value.
They're coming back. I think Brody's on an injury right now, so he's just trying to heal back up. And then when they come back, I from what I'm hearing, they're supposed to have a strong put. Like Dark Order's taking over.
They need to because everything before that, all they did was bury it.
Well, the funny thing about it too is that they do a lot of stuff like Crooked Small mentioned on BTE. What's the name of that show they do? What does BTE stand for?
The Elite.
Yeah, the Elite. So they do a lot of stuff there, and Dark, AEW Dark, people be sleeping on AEW Dark, man. There's a lot of stuff that happens on that show, and people go, this is like the B team show, but people gotta understand But the thing is that Dark is doing. This is the platform for a lot of independent wrestlers right now to be seen. They're giving the opportunity to people like what was her name? Catalina Perez, Skyline King, Red Velvet, people that you rarely see. They get there, and then like people were saying, WWE comes and picks. We like this one, we like that one, and then you just sign Top Flight to a contract. They needed to after that match they had with the Young Bucks. So now they keep those guys there. But AEW Dark is, it's an hour and a half sometimes, but it gives you a lot. It's a lot of matches. A lot of stuff happens, man, behind the scenes that people don't see. So like Crooked Small said, I believe the Dark Order will be strong again once Brody comes back. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Brody Lee from Rochester, New York. Gotta put that plug in there. And it's gonna be strong. And if they get somebody else, like Rowan, like the guy who used to be with him down in WWE, I forgot what Roman, right? Rowan, what's his name?
Yeah, from the Wyatt Club. No, from the Wyatt family.
Yeah, he had the red-headed beard.
Yeah, Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan. So if he might come there, man, there'll be a legit group there with two monsters like that there.
Yeah, and like you were saying with the talent and the Indies talents, like they even just recently got with Chef's boy, my boy, Ryzen. They got Ryzen over there doing great things over there right now in Dark. And they recently just added Lindsay Snow, who's actually a very, very great competitor.
You know what's wild about that Lindsay Snow thing? Besides the fact that we had that interview, Lindsay Snow was on NWA. She was challenging and stuff like that. And then you're like, okay, that's what's up. And then you see her there. And it's like, and I'm not trying to take anything away from NWA, but at this point, up is already shifting over to AEW. You know what I mean? So it is dope. She is a local girl. I love Lindsay Snow, sweetheart, great tattoo artist. My fault. I also wanted to plug the interview.
She's going against Eva Lee tomorrow.
Is she?
Yeah, she just took on Thunder Rosa last week.
Yeah, that one I made sure I watched.
So Eva Lee's match is going to be fire. So
yeah, and
that's super good.
You know what I like about both of them? Both of them are short and very feisty. Like both of them are high octane. Like they're brawlers. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a dope fight. I think we covered pretty much everything popping with AEW. What?
Just real quick on the AEW before we cut off. It'd be a really cool thing to see, and I hope people don't think I'm trying to be a mark, but if we see Ryzen come to the main roster, you know how they're doing, they're bringing people up to face for the TNT title. I'd like to see Darby Allin versus Ryzen for that TNT title.
That's a good look. Look.
I think that'd be who could pull some crazy shit.
I hope they leave Cody away from the TNT title.
I
was saying this on the other show I do now.
Yeah, Chef is doing 5 shows a week, ladies and gentlemen.
I do 2. I do 2 shows. I do
5.
I do this one and the Wednesday.
And 3 by himself.
I do none by myself.
So solo shows.
You know what?
Called BTC, being the chef.
Nah. Like on some real ish though. Like I was saying, coach to me put no value in the belt. I would like for them to put guys like, obviously I'm stealing my son's stuff because I did say it on here. Ricky Starks, guys like that fit. Are you shaking your head? No.
Ricky Starks is a great competitor, but like as a fan, I don't like Ricky Starks.
Oh man, I love Ricky Starks, bro. Ricky Starks is awesome.
But you say
Ricky Starks is awesome, bro.
You don't like him. You don't like him for him or like his in ring.
His like no. Like character wise, like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's great. Trust me, he's great what he does. But I just as a fan can't get around him. Like I just can't like be like, yeah, I'm a fan. Like I don't know.
So how can you like little ass Darby Allin and not like little Ricky Starks? They're the same size.
I don't know. It's probably because I have a fantasy of 6-foot guys. I'm gonna start changing like 6-foot guys instead from here on out.
If you're not you're no good, brother. So all right. Wow. Now I know I'm gonna bring this up, and I know Evil Once is gonna hate. ICW is coming back, and I already knew this was happening. ICW is coming back. They're going to have a show called Fight Club. It's going to be on the WWE Network. Your flag don't count when it comes to ICW.
Flag on the play.
It's going to be on ICW. It's going to be super dope. Anything that I feel brings stuff back, because they are going to have a show coming in 2021. But to see it spotted, build it up going forward, it does show the partnership that Triple H loves having with Mark Dallas, and it does promote it well. And I'm going to say this now, and I don't care who it offends, especially my partner over there. ICW has a bigger platform than Impact Wrestling. So he can take that.
What happened? What I missed?
Nothing.
All right, good.
Crooked Smile, do you want to touch on any of it, or we can go to the next one?
We're good to go on the other one. Like I don't know much of ICW. Like I know of a few things, like the Purge, stuff like that, but like I don't really watch much more of ICW than that. So we go ahead and skip past that.
ICW is a wrestling company or wrestling show that has been held at a bar.
When it first started.
This show and their fans this show and their fans are nothing but drunks, rowdy people that want to destroy everything. No one knows any of the wrestlers except for Grado and his stupid song with Madonna.
Hold on. So you're gonna say
Grado is the biggest star in ICW right now.
You're gonna say that you've never heard of Finn Balor?
Who's that?
Okay, he wrestles there. You never gonna heard of Thomas Latimer or Drew McIntyre?
Oh, hold up. What was Thomas Latimer, right? Bram, right?
Yes, sir.
Bram. Isn't that the guy who was laying down in the cooler in Japan?
Something like that.
I remember him now, but I remember him because of the cooler incident.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit because when he was King of the Mountain champion, you was loving him.
First of all,
First of
all, King of the title, he was locked in a trunk by Rosemary, and no one saw him again after that. He suffocated himself inside that trunk.
So you're saying he didn't come back as the DCC? You're saying he didn't come back with DCC?
That's what I'm saying. He came back with a mask because he didn't know who he was. He had amnesia from being locked up in that trunk. And how long did that crew last for?
That same group that you're loving, that same group that you're loving is a flop.
How long did that crew last for?
The decay is worthless.
Can I get an answer from the question, please? Can I get an answer from the judge, please? How long did that BCC last for, or whatever it was called?
On TV, probably a few months.
Okay. That's how bad that group was.
No.
Horrendous.
That's how bad your shitty creative is.
Basically, that was first of all, that was your boy Billy Corgan, your
That's
homie.
your boy.
Billy Corgan,
You know
that
what
was
the
your
difference
homie.
is I don't like Billy, and Billy ain't like me neither.
I didn't like Billy Corgan either, so it's
And
okay.
he ain't like him neither.
First of all, Billy Corgan
I
is
think
a
he gave
god
us
in the
a dirty
music
look when we were
business.
at the Impact
Hey,
Zone.
Crooked
He's
Miles,
a bird.
Billy Corgan is a god in the music industry. So you
What
talk, you
What does that got to do with us talking? This
Lower
isn't
you
a
base
music
when you talk
podcast.
about Corgan. First of all,
This ain't the
the
Rolling
PCC
Stones.
nonsense was trash. ICW is trash. No
ICW
one
is
knows
a
what
better
ICW
product.
means.
ICW has more
Nobody
value
knows
on
what
that
ICW
title
is.
than fucking Impact Wrestling.
First of all, ICW is going to be in the WWE network that nobody knows, can't find it. Nobody's going to pay to watch that nonsense.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
what
They're
that is.
making money off
Nonsense.
WWE.
And the 2020
It's
Music Award goes
funny.
to
Nobody's making money. It's COVID 38. Ain't nobody making money.
And they're making money off of WWE with that partnership.
Bro, now Crooked Smile mentioned a word earlier, which I am going to throw at you right now. Mark.
How am I a mark? How am I a mark?
ICW is the best thing ever created. Please.
Oh, I never said that. I said it's my favorite promotion out
Please.
there. It's not the same thing. Saying it's the... What?
We're arguing
You
a
can't
lot.
even find ICW. ICW used to come out at 3:30 in the morning before the Pledge of Allegiance commercial came out and the station went off the air. That's
I don't even know
when
what you're
ICW
talking
comes
about.
up.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Me neither. I'm just babbling now, but ICW is trash.
I was like, yo, this guy got me lost right now. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm babbling.
And
Whatever,
fuck Billy
man.
Corgan. How about that?
Whatever. Billy Corgan is the man. Smashing Pumpkins rule.
You know what was one of the funniest things? Is when he tried to get tough with his fur coat in Orlando, and James Storm was like, if you get any closer, I'll smash your fucking pumpkin. And that dude, you remember that. I don't even know if they ever put that on TV, but he bounced out that ring.
That on TV. Because they had to refilm it.
They did.
Yeah.
They filmed it the next day. No, they filmed it the same night. They refilmed it, and Storm had to change it.
Yeah.
Anyways, the show just got dragged down because of ICW.
I think they did. And then they came back out again to redo them.
We just hit the sleeper of the show with ICW. The show has come to a complete halt.
You know what's so bad is ICW has
ICW
actually talk about,
that's how bad
and we ain't got one thing to talk about Impact except for your fucking whack ass who thinks he's the phenomenal swaggle AJ whatever. How disrespectful to the career of AJ Styles.
Pissed me off. I'm not even gonna speak on that.
You see?
Like,
just skip that part.
For Anderson to even accept to go into that role and do that, nah.
I'm pretty sure Anderson came up with it. Or Gallows came up with it.
It was whack. And then you got Tommy Dreamer thinking he's what's this guy? The detective from back in the days.
Columbo?
Sherlock Holmes. Didn't Sherlock Holmes rock that hat?
Dude, what the hell are you talking about?
Tommy Dreamer, when he was interrogating the swinger guy, he had that brown hat on. And didn't Sherlock Holmes have that long, weird hat?
I don't know, man.
That's your show.
You lost me.
That's your show.
Lost me.
That's your show.
Anyways,
what was the best thing that happened in Impact?
Anyways, the good thing that happened, C-Stars were there. They put up Pretty Thug, which I thought it was going to happen. And then Jazz came out of retirement to team with, oh God, I forgot her name now.
Jordana
What's
Grace.
her name? With Grace.
Yeah,
against Renee Michelle and Kira Kelly. Hey, man, that's tomorrow. That's a match right there.
I'm going to tell you now, when I seen Jazz appear, like, they posted a picture, I was excited because, she's went through some stuff in the last year. And Jazz is...
It's a legend, bro.
Yeah, she's a special talent. I love Jazz. I'm a big Jazz person. So I love knowing I'm going to watch this because of Jazz. And I'll be honest with you, if I did not want to watch Impact, I'm going to watch it because of Jazz. I like what they've done with this tag team women thing. What I will say, and I'm not going to say anyone's name, I'm not going to do that. But two talents that I like, I've seen on social media flagging, and I'm not going to say what that means. If you know what that means, fine. But when you have this platform, and I'm from the street, I've never been in a gang, that's not my thing, whatever. But when you're at this point of your career, not only are you affecting your own career without maybe not realizing the damage you could do for your own career. If you're from where I'm from, and I don't care if it's Detroit, Chicago, any hood, anywhere in the world, I don't care what it is. Every kid that wanted to be a wrestler, every kid that wanted to be an athlete, please use your platform for the right thing. Do not promote back home. If you want to have a gimmick and be street, that's fine, but keep it away from certain gang colors. Because I seen two people say something about it, and I was like, I even mentioned it to Evil Once. I was like, yo, dude, did you see this? Like, wow, I can't believe they did this. And then it was followed up by something else. You need to be showing kids we can get out. And when I seen that, I was really upset about it. I was like, fuck, man, like, why are you going to bring the street element and let kids see you, and then they go, oh, I'm part of that, like, whatever. Let's try to steer away from that. Let's try to give a positive message that you could still be a tough guy in wrestling and everything you want to do. Shit, you could be fucking undead, come out of caskets like Su Yung, and it's not any. I don't want to hear anyone say, I'm cut from that cloth. No, you're not. But if that's your thing and you enjoy it, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if you enjoy it, rock with it. You know what I mean? Like, just stay away from the ultra-violent, urban lifestyle shit that goes upon it. My fault. I needed to. I wasn't even going to say it, and I felt like I had to say it because it popped in.
Well, the thing that threw me off is blatantly using the whole outfit as the colors, and then throwing up the sign.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, like, come on, bro, like, really?
Yeah.
And then like Chef said, Chef's like, you seen this? Y'all saw that, and then I kind of snapped the rest of the conversation and showed Chef like, yo, man, it's not just that one person. It's other people who are also wrestlers, performers, commenting on a positive way. And I'm like, whoa, this is like the wrong place to be doing. You should do that on the DM or talk on the phone. And I was surprised they even promoted the picture.
I think that was
my other thing.
Yeah.
Too.
I think that's where I got a little more upset about, because I don't think that a lot of people, if you're not from that, you don't understand this. So unknowingly, you promoted it without knowing, which is not their fault because you're just showing your talent. Like, it is what it is. To get away from that, now it's technically back to AEW. I just totally forgot about it. AEW signs a deal with TMZ. TMZ will be doing news and content. I'm pretty sure that's more money in AEW's pocket. Like, when I think a few months ago, maybe a year ago, we seen HBO. They did a deal with HBO. I don't know if HBO does whatever they do with them.
I haven't seen anything with that yet either.
Yeah, because you remember when they had it on the table? It was like HBO, and I don't, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what came out of it, but I'm pretty sure that Tony Khan is playing his cards, and he's getting as many partnerships and deals, which is smart, especially with COVID, and New York is about to lock down, I think, December 1st. So depending on what happens here,
they're going to do it already tomorrow.
Yeah, he said December 1st that they're going to lock it down.
So one thing, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Trev, man.
No, of course.
But folks, please. I know some people don't believe in the COVID thing, is all conspiracy and stuff. But this last week alone, I know 3 people last week, and I haven't known anybody since this started. But last week there were 3 people, a couple, husband and wife, and another female with kids that got COVID. And they've been telling me that, Jorge, this COVID thing ain't no joke. Short of breathness, the chest be hurting, and they're still dealing with that 5 days, 6 days later. And like Chef said, tomorrow we're gonna get locked down again here in upstate. Ain't no joke, man. Wear your masks. Now, this is not a sports podcast, Well, yesterday you had the Denver Broncos
Oof.
go up against the New Orleans Saints, and they had no quarterbacks in their team.
They had
Now
the wide receiver from the practice squad.
The NFL could have suspended the game till Monday, but they made a example of the team and had them play anyways with no quarterback. And
They literally started it with 2 running backs playing in the Wildcat formation.
Wildcat, and then they have one guy from the taxi squad playing
they got a
quarterback and only one completion for 5 or 7 yards. That was it.
Yeah.
One completion since I think 1970 something, because none of the quarterbacks were wearing the masks, and all of the quarterbacks, all 3 of them got sick.
There's a stat.
And then today they're apologizing about it, but they know the rules. So that right is telling you you're not following the rules, and I don't understand how people doing this. Just wear your stupid mask, man. It's a mask. Wear it every time you go out. Just put the mask on, even if you don't want to. For everybody's sake, yours and ours, just wear the masks.
Before you go into it, I just wanted to say there's a stat that between, I think it was them and the Saints, they threw for a combined 20 yards on one play. Oh man, I just forgot his name. Is my white boy wide receiver from the Bills, Bailey?
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley threw a 25-yard touchdown, and he's got more yards on one throw than 2 teams in an entire game.
Who did he throw the ball to?
Oh, listen to rookie superstar, Gabriel Davis, and I know he wants to say UCF because he's a UCF fan. Shout out to Gabriel Davis. No, go into what you were going to say, my brother.
No, I was gonna just come off how like you was saying, we're not a sports podcast, but we're gonna get into sports here shortly. Trust me. But I like how NFL is starting to take it, because now if you start breaking rules with the COVID, either now you're going to face a fine or you're losing draft picks. So as you've seen with the New Orleans Saints, they have now been fined a certain amount of money, and they were actually lost their 7th round pick for the upcoming draft. So,
and they moved the Pittsburgh game from tomorrow to Wednesday now against the Ravens now.
Oh yeah, I seen that notification.
Now the game's going to be on Wednesday.
Yeah.
First Wednesday night game football, I think, ever.
That's all right, because AEW is going to be on my TV.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Unless
right.
you're a Steelers fan, then Steelers Nation.
Sorry, they're going to check the playoffs anyways.
Anyway, Chef, go ahead, bro.
By the way, and I got on Chef about this yesterday. How are the Giants a 4-7 or 4-9 team or something like that?
Yeah, 4-7.
4-7, and they are first place in their division, and
because the division sucks.
They are in the playoffs.
Division sucks.
You know how good I would feel if my Jaguars were 4-7 and we were in the playoffs? I can't even win. We won 1 game all season. We came close yesterday, but hey,
it's funny because
4-7 in playoffs.
My uncle Pete is in our fantasy league. We play together now. He was one of the guys that kind of, put football on into my life and stuff like that. And I love football, but he's obviously older than me. I'm 41 years old. And I hit him up the other day. I was like, yo, Uncle Pete, have you ever seen a worse division? Because now he's older than me, so I'm trying to get outside of my knowledge. I'm like, have you ever seen a worse division than your Giants division? And he was like, unfortunately, I've never seen something so pathetic. And it's hard being a Giants fan and seeing my Giants friends talking shit when we're this horrible. And he's one of those rare people. He's kind of like Evil Lone saying myself, where we're bad, we're brutal to our teams. And he was like, it's embarrassing to be a Giants fan and listen to Giants fans like, we're gonna go into the playoffs, we're gonna go deep into the playoffs. You got 4 wins, and most of them are against your shitty division. You're not beating anyone outside the trash.
At least the Cowboys are doing worse, so I'm happy about that.
I think the Cowboys. I think the
3-8 or 3-9. The Cowboys.
I love it. It's funny because I think the Cowboys are that team, kind of like the Patriots, where you're either a Cowboys fan or you hate them. You know what I mean? Like, because trust me, everyone is enjoying watching Bill Belichick suffer and watch,
for sure.
you know, huh?
I said for sure.
Oh yeah,
I am.
And watching these teams stink. You know what I mean? Like with the Cowboys, I watched their, the Michael Irvins and Jay Novaceks and Leon Letts. I watched that era, but after that, they haven't won shit since Troy Aikman.
Mm-hmm.
You had Tony Romo, who, I mean, I think even Drew Bledsoe was there at one point. You know what I mean? Like, you had some birds lining up for the Cowboys. I don't even know how we transitioned. Oh, COVID. I was like, how did we get so crazy into football?
Anywho.
So, I'm trying to think. What else did we... Oh, I know you wanted to say something about the guy who amputated his arm.
No. I was going to talk about our Ring of Honor.
Woo! Ring of Honor. Like, I am not a Ring of Honor person. I've seen this... what's it called? Final
battle coming up in December.
I've been watching the teasers because EC3 is there. I'm an EC3 fan. I like EC3. He's cool as hell. Mike Bennett came back to ROH. I thought that this is what he would do. I thought he would go home, but he's still on that UWN Prime thing.
Yeah.
So I think he's doing both, but he came back and he saved his boy Tavern, whatever they call him.
Yeah,
he comes back. Tavern. Yeah, Mike looks great. Best shape of his life, he looks like. Came in there, looked just like the Miracle Mike Bennett we all, became fans of. ROH right now, I think they have a great buzz going forward. I love the fact EC3 is in ring, and I'm not, no more shots joking with Evil Once, none of that. Evil Once in the ring. EC3 EC3 is looking like he's having fun. That's what I took from watching what I watched. I was like, oh, snap. Then you got the Briscoes, who I'm a big fan of. There's Jonathan Gresham. We all seen him with Impact. We like Jonathan Gresham. There are so many moving parts that they're doing right now. And I hope that Joe Hendry comes back as well because he's also signed. How do you not like Joe Hendry? We were on a good ride.
The reason, see, you were doing good till you mentioned another guy from ICW. If you didn't mention another guy from ICW,
I meant your Impact guy.
But you know him from ICW. That's the only reason why you mentioned his name in the first place.
No, because then I could have said Martina the Mouth, who's also from ICW that's there. All right, so everything was going good until the former Impact guy, because he was recently there, jumped ship to ROH. Crooked, what you got for ROH, my brother?
I'm proud to see what they're doing. Like a lot of us were shitting on it, saying we didn't think it would make its comeback or anything else like that. We said it was going to be stale. And like you said, EC3's there. He's still keeping his thing going with the whole control your narrative. The tag match or the 6-man tag he had with the Briscoes and the other guys, I forgot their name. I'm sorry, but great match. And then now he's going into this feud with the Briscoes and everything else like that. It's refreshing because now you're seeing pretty much somebody who is their honor, pretty much kind of like lowballing it and everything else like that. And then you got the ROH original who's defending it. So it's kind of like you're getting that rivalry, and it's good, refreshing. And now that Mike Bennett's there, and we might be getting the kingdom back if we know. So who knows? ROH is on the right direction, so they might be doing something under our nose we don't even know about yet.
Evil Once, before you say whatever you're gonna say, how do we take him serious when he was hyped up on the selling? Remember, he was wait till the payoff with EC3. Now that you're finally back, EC3 payoff with Moose. What was the payoff?
I have no idea. I guess Moose found his narrative, and he's doing this thing now where he's got this wannabe Seth Rollins music where it starts out as heaven-like music, and then his theme hits. I guess they're calling him the Tuesday Night Messiah or some shit. I don't even know.
Are they?
I don't know, but probably might as well with how much they're trying to rip off with him and Seth.
My fault, Evil Lone say I wanted an answer for. Remember, he was on here. You guys are gonna love it. Trust me, brother. He said something about a talent or some other crazy word he used, and I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. Evil Lone say, Ring of Honor. What do you got?
It's like this. With Ring of Honor, you always have to check your pulse with Ring of Honor. You don't know if Ring of Honor is dead 1 year, 6 months later they're back, they're dead again, they're back, they're dying again, they're back. You know, like Impact. Oh, they let the pounds loose, let the dogs loose,
let the dogs out,
let the dogs loose. But you know, Ring of Honor, man. Mike Bennett is back. Hopefully they get the Kingdom back. I love the Kingdom. EC3 has done more in 2 weeks in Ring of Honor than he did for Impact in 3 months. I mean, that's the sad thing to say. It's sad to say that, but you know, he's already had 2 matches in back-to-back weeks.
Exactly, and they're good matches too.
And you had that one, you know, cinematic match against Moose that still makes no sense to me. But Ring of Honor, man, for being a 1 hour show, they're hitting the strides in that 1 hour show, and they're doing good. And I can't wait to see what EC3's purpose is at Ring of Honor. Now that final battle is coming, like Chef mentioned, you know, John Gresham, he's now has a group now. He has a group with Machismo, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, and 2 other guys who are good. And he looks like he's the leader now over Lethal. Now he looks like he took over. So that's kind of interesting to see. And funny thing is, I don't know if you guys noticed this past weekend, Queen McKay was on Twitter about, you know, we got the women's division.
Did they?
We got the women's division coming back. Oh my God, dude, they went off. They went off on Queen McKay Saturday night, bro. It was a festival. Fans were going just like calling her out, like what division they have in the women's division at Ring of Honor, blah, blah, blah. Then later that night, she just posted one big thing. And this is what the thing that pissed me off about this thing was, like, we had remember the Me Too section thing and the Speak Out movement. She compared the Speak Out movement to the women's division at Ring of Honor. If you gave Speak Out movement a chance and everybody spoke out about this, we should have Women of Honor hashtag going too in a positive way. Dude, right there, I almost flamed out. I took my phone down because I was like, bro, Chef is gonna kill me if I mess up what we're doing with the Wrestling Network, because I was about to go off and just start naming stats. She mentioned like not Velvet Sky, but the other one. Angelina Love is the 7-time, you know, women's champion. And I'm going like, it doesn't matter what you've done then, it's what you're doing now. She hasn't been relevant in the ring there. We don't know Mandy Leon's claim to fame is Delirious, who is her boyfriend. And Delirious is the head booker of the company. So we know how you're getting your spots now. You have no females. Your champion, you basically slap your champion by not resigning her because she threw you under the bus and she started naming the facts about how she had a concussion and they wanted her to fly to Africa to do something and she wasn't going to do it. You know, she didn't mention these facts. You had a sponsorship with Stardom. You dropped the ball on that.
Yes.
The biggest fans or attendance you ever had was because of that show with New Japan down in Madison Square Garden. That was your biggest attendance ever. It was because of New Japan and Impact wrestlers and AEW wrestlers that were there made that show possible. Ring of Honor would have never filled a stadium that big on their own. You have no women's division. You dropped the ball. You have no women's champion. And then you're gonna blame it on COVID this year that messed everything up. No, everything has been messed up since last year. Going forward, she didn't mention all of this stuff. And now, like, you know something, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything about this.
Who is Quinn McKay?
She's the little girl that wears the bow tie. Always doing the interviews in the back with the glass, always pushing her desk in the back with the bow tie. She's cute as hell. And now the two girls, what was the name of the group? That Angelina Love and Mandy Leon and Allure, they beat her up because she was saying some stuff about Angelina Love. So they kind of beat her up and put makeup on it and stuff like that, right? Because now I guess she's been training or she is a wrestler, McKay. So I'm guessing the storyline is she might come into wrestling to get her revenge. The girl is like 4 or 5, okay, if that, maybe 5 feet. She's like, every time I see her with a bow tie, she reminds me of one of those little Keebler elves commercials. Like, she looks like a Keebler elf. And now you think you're gonna go out here and you're gonna say all this stuff to defend something. I know you work for the company, but sometimes you need to just lick your wounds and take the laws on what you say and delete the tweet and just, you know, something. I want to go and enjoy my weekend somewhere else. Yeah. Because you took an L this weekend with all this nonsense that you spoke. I mean, literally, they went off on her. But that was the only bad part right now is that they're trying to focus, our Ring of Honor is trying to focus on the guys. They're trying to focus on what people want to see right now. And then going forward, 2021, start bringing the female stuff back. You know, they already have the show already set up for April already. How it was supposed to be last year down in Philly again. So if COVID, you know, stops or slows down, or we get a vaccine towards then, you're gonna see now what was supposed to happen this year, happen next year to crown a new champion. But right now, when you're looking at Women's of Honor champion, there is no champion because Kelly Klein is still the champion. She still has the belt. But Ring of Honor does not want to say that. So
you know what?
That was my blast for Ring of Honor.
No, I got no problem with people who are in the industry that want to train and wrestle and stuff like that. I get that, but she's gonna be unless she's a freaking straight up like prodigy. There's no way you put her in the ring with Angelina Love. Angelina Love is a super veteran. You could love her, hate her, whatever you want to say. Angelina can go with anybody. I don't care what the weight is, what the size is. She's just talented like that. Why would you put Angelina Love backwards versus this little chick, you know, like who's got no kind of nothing? If you are going to reestablish,
there's nothing else. Who else is there? There's nothing else for Angelina Love to do there. She has a contract probably, and she's stuck in there. There's no other female except for Sumi Sakai. I guess she's still on the contract, to be honest with you.
I mean, you still got you'd have to break up Allure, and I'm pretty sure. Where do they film?
I have no idea.
Because I mean, at that point, you use the independents. Use local independents, kind of like what AEW was doing with Dark and everything. You know, when COVID first hit, they were bringing people no one ever heard of. I was like, who is these guys? You know, they were getting, you know, super clotheslined and you never seen them again. But you had Lance Archer running through damn near everybody in Florida. You know what I mean? Like, which is fine. Use what you have. Because if COVID is that much of an issue, use your local independents. You can, you know, you can screen test whatever you got to do, you know, have everybody mask up and utilize your independence.
I see she was trying to use her power of social media for a good thing. It's just backfired big time because people just say, come on, they in the women's division there. There hasn't been one in over a year.
No, 1,000%. But like, to be completely honest, just say I had Urban Wrestling Network Wrestling, and I'm a big show, and COVID's messing everything up. Crooked Smile's a local in Florida, and I was like, yo, dude, you want to get clothesline on TV for just say $500? I don't know what the price is, but I want you on my TV. You're gonna come in this.
That dude right there, Crooked Smile's right there. If they call him right now and say, yo, we want you to come in and get clothesline on the TV, he will say yes.
Of course. It's
Because that right there is exposure for him, for his brand, and he gets people to know, okay, I know who Crooked Smile is. I seen him. If we're not even wrestlers, they ask me to go and hell yeah, you can clothesline me. People will see, hey, that's the muffin guy from the show, from the podcast. He just got his ass kicked.
You know,
I know him. That's the fat dude from the quintessential guy. He just got his ass whooped.
And that's the thing that people say, oh man, that guy's just a jobber. Okay, but if you see him on TV, not only
enhance talent, please.
enhanced talent. But if he goes out there, gets clotheslined, he can sit back and say, you know what? Yeah, I might do my local independence thing. I've been on AEW. You know what I mean?
You know what the thing
that's
is?
a notch under his
belt. The thing is, and you know what? He goes into the back and they say, yo, Crooked Mouth, thank you. You did your job. He did his job to put that wrestler over. He did his job.
Wrestling fans don't get that. They think, oh man, this guy's a scrub. He came in, he got clotheslined or stomped out, or they threw him into the crowd. That guy's a bum. Okay, but that same bum who's been training his ass off for this moment, give him a little due. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like they just randomly, I'm walking on the cell phone talking to this guy, and they're like, hey, you guy on the street, you want to get thrown off into a crowd? No, it doesn't work like that. They call people up, I need somebody, and boom.
You know, funny you say right now, Kevin Nash had an interview. Like, I was watching all this dumb shit late at night. And he mentioned Bob Backlund. And that's when Nash started working for the league. He did the power bomb, what he called the jackknife bomb.
Yeah.
On Backlund. He said Backlund walked on his hands and knees from the minute he left the ring all the way to the back on the back. He said he did that right there. That right there solidified me as a threat, and that the power bomb was a real move, and that what he did put Kevin Nash over with the fans, because then they wanted to see him powerbomb people. He said he crawled like on his foot from the minute he left the ring all the way to the back in pain, and it took him like 5 minutes to get back because he was selling. And he said that right there pulled me over with the fans, because then every week they wanted to see me powerbomb people at that time, because at that time the powerbomb was being used by a few, if anybody.
Yeah, it was limited.
The jackknife. Oh shit! Oh my god! He just broke him in half, and he said Bob Backlund did that, pulled them over, and that right there shows you what you can do as a jobber or enhanced talent for the fans and for the psyche of the fans going forward. Because they see, oh God, he just destroyed Crooked Smiles, and that stays in their head. Now Crooked Smiles goes to an independent show. He was just on AEW. Oh shit, I remember him from AEW.
Exactly.
And the other guy goes on, boom, and now they'll bring him back for another show. Crooked Smiles, please say something, because we were just driving here for the last 10 minutes. You got to stand there.
Crooked Smiles, what do you think of Bob Backlund?
Like a kid waiting for a permission to say something.
What do you think of Bob Backlund?
Bob Backlund.
You giving him his own nickname now?
Yeah, he's a great competitor. Like back in his day and everything else. I can still go.
Really?
Everything.
Oh, I love Backlund, man. Yeah, that's true. He hates everything.
ICW, he hates it. He's kind of like the former guy we had on here doing the podcast. Yeah. If it wasn't New Japan, he hated it. If you're not over 6 foot, he hates you.
Whoa.
ICW.
Is everything ICW or I hate?
Don't start. No, honestly,
you know that chef at nighttime, he kisses his wife goodnight, and then he pulls a Grado, fluffy pillow or Grado to sleep on him, and then he plays the Madonna song just to fall asleep at nighttime. That's what I heard. I saw that on Twitter.
I don't know. I think Chef said something about you.
Yeah, you stop that bullshit. Listen, I think we touched on all things.
Oh, now you got
there was one more thing though.
What?
If there was one more thing, we're talking about COVID, and I think COVID hit Impact Wrestling big time in the last tapings. The dude, the tag team partner of Josh Alexander from the North, Ethan Page. So I want to say either he tested positive or came in contact with two people that were there at the show on the tapings that were positive.
So it's not the contract thing?
Well, no, now, I don't know about the contract thing, but right now he's off the show for a while. He already canceled the rest of the shows for December, like he was supposed to do, and he's home, self quarantine for the next 14 days because of this. Now they're saying, and once again, this is just all rumors, that supposedly Impact is not texting, not texting. I'm saying it wrong. Testing. Yeah, testing. Testing people. Yeah, testing people at the show. And they're just coming in nilly-willy to do the shows, and that's it. But I cannot believe that rumor. I'm sorry. I cannot believe that a company like Anthem with Impact is not testing.
Where'd you hear that? Put them on blast.
Oh, I saw that on social media.
What social media?
I said.
No, what dirt sheet said it? I'm ready to go at it.
Sheet, man. One of the stupid ass crap sheets. Probably this what was it called? Pro wrestling, some shit, man. I hate the dumb people.
I don't follow any of them.
I don't know. Yeah, just one of the. I swear to God, I'm sorry. I'm not violent, but I swear to God that God is my witness. If I ever get to meet one of those writers and one of those dirt sheets, I will slap them right there. You are the problem to wrestling, and you are the problem that always giving people the stupid ideas because you're here writing stupid shit that you shouldn't be writing. Get it from get the news from the actual company or get it from the talent. Don't go out here just nearly winning shit and then copy and pasting what somebody else wrote, and now you making it breaking news. Oh look, breaking news! Podcast. Chef is out here drinking some infected water. You know what I'm saying? some poor guy touched the bottle. Now he's touching it. Breaking news, bro. It just drives me crazy. But I swear I'm telling you, I do not believe that Impact is doing that. When all the other companies like AEW, NWA are taking precautions, even simple tests. So that was the rumor that's been out there. It was on Twitter, and Ethan Page co-signed it because he is in quarantine. And then the stuff started coming out that there were two talent that were actually positive in the last taping. So we'll see going forward who was there and who's not in the next couple of shows. So because we're in December, so I'm guessing they'll have 2 shows left, and then they'll do the last 2 weeks as the best stuff that they always do.
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that too. And then January, build up for the next pay-per-view in January. So,
Crooked Smile, on your return, I think you had to deal with the hostile podcast. Welcome back. You know what I mean? Like, welcome back. We're glad you're back.
He looks younger by some. He looks younger today. I don't know why.
How does dude talk about he's stressed out and got no sleep, but he looks younger?
Yeah, he got a clear skin, got the hair back.
You got foundation on? You got foundation on?
I'm saying, because your hair glowing.
Glowing?
Are you pregnant?
Hey!
I might be pregnant.
Don't put that smut on anybody. Don't put that smut on anybody trying to infect my people with children.
Well, he got over here. He got cosmetic on, for the show today. He put the foundation and everything.
Yo, you got a nice stylist. Look, where is she? Where is she? Where's your stylist? You were like, yo, before I go on, get me looking right.
Yeah, give me look.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I think we're done. Crooked Smile, man. You start off social media.
I don't even know on social media at this rate.
COVID messed up my social media.
Yeah, screw it all up. You can catch me on social media at Sean_Hawley6, or you can get on my Crooked Smile page. And me and Chef have something special for you guys on that Crooked Smile because me and him have been talking about it, and I'm not gonna mention anything yet. But
oh no, there's things in the works.
It's gonna get pretty hot. It's gonna get pretty hot real soon.
There's things in the works.
So
look, and you seen Evil Lone say like, here we go again.
Oh no, Evil Lone hasn't even gotten into the whole thing about what me and Chef are talking about. I will say this. late December, early January, Crooked Smile is full force coming out. It's going to be in a promo and it's going to be in a match. You will finally get the Crooked Smile. Everyone's been waiting for it.
Oh, Evil won't say. My fault. I don't want to cut you off. But if what he told me happens, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know which one? We got to get this. We got to somehow get it, put it on here. We'll put it out to people on here so people can see it. You're going to be like, holy ish. And it'll make you look at this man differently. I don't want to send 6 million teasers, but I'm excited. He's excited. I know he'll be excited.
I'll say this. Only thing I will say right now is it is a dream match of mine that I've been wanting to happen for at least almost 2 years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years now. It is finally going to happen. So all that's pretty much left is to sign on the dotted line on December 12th. And at that point, it's a whole new ball game, baby.
It's Crooked Smile opening a new chapter. That's how I'm looking at it as. And y'all better be ready for that. You get the golf clap. I appreciate the golf clap. Evil Lone say, social media plugs.
Yes, we are here. Don't forget, we have our own website, UnitedWrestlingNetwork.com. You can follow us on Twitter, United Wrestling Network. We have on YouTube, United Wrestling Podcast.
I changed the name of it. So all of it matches. Everything is United Wrestling Network.
Oh, so you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter on the United Wrestling Network. And I also got some special news too.
Ooh,
you guys suck because you guys forgot about me. You guys talking all this nonsense, yeah. But what's your son's name again? Chef, I'm sorry, I gotta write it down. A Money blessed me with his own creation. He decided, you know something, Evil Once. My dad has forgot about you. He moved on to
my son sandbagged me. Sandbagged me.
He made me his own.
Your son's been creation. As of late.
I want to give a shout out to A Money. The shirt has been ordered. It should be here by now, but you know, with the COVID and Christmas, everything slowed down. So hopefully by next show, I'll be able to wear my own A Money exclusive, not Chef, not Heel Team 6, but A Money clothing popping.
He doesn't even support. He doesn't even support me anymore. He's more about A Money taking over now for some odd reason.
A Money just said, you know something, I'm gonna start my own line. He blessed me. So Heel Team 6, I am no longer affiliated with Heel Team 6. I have no knowledge or any names of Heel Team 6.
A Money here.
I am now contracted and legally binded with A Money clothing.
Yo, Crooked, I'm gonna send you a screenshot of how he put kind of skated around the side and literally said, you know, since my dad doesn't want to take care of you. The crazy part was, and I'm gonna leave it with this. Remember, he was like the whole evil orbit thing, and I made the evil orbit. So I thought that was for him. I thought evil orbit was his thing. I did the evil orbit thing. It was not his thing.
Orbit,
you know?
Orbit, Jorge, Orbit, Evil Onset, Evil Orbit.
So
different people.
He goes on Facebook and he's like, "Wow, you're taking care of everybody but me." But
even some guy in England. Come on now, bro. Really?
Like, the little homie goes into a DM. Goes into a DM. Not back in the page.
And he
doesn't respond.
And all that nonsense.
He doesn't respond back in the page. Goes into a DM like, "Yo, if my pops don't hold you down, I got you." Whoa. Whoa.
I moved on. Someone who appreciates real talent.
Next week.
He appreciates who holds the show together. He knows who holds the show together. I am your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin, your midnight desire.
Whoa, talk about cutting a promo out of for no reason. All right, ladies, listen, www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. You already know what it is. I will not hit you with the OG underscore Boricua underscore Dandada, even though I said I was not going to.
Too many datas. Too many datas.
Too many datas. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, for me, the family, everybody, listen, we're out of here.